Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. Today I'm joined by my co-host, the Bay to LA. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, man, it's a glorious day today, you know.
I know it is.
Wonderful day today. You know, what a great time to be alive.
Yes, it is. You know, we usually talk about basketball on this show for the most part, but we're going to do things a little bit different today. We just had the biggest Super Bowl game in NFL history over the weekend. So we're going to talk about the Super Bowl first. And by you being an Eagle, well, I say a Jalen Hurts fan.
Come on, man.
Your family performed well on the field today. I'm going to let you go first, man. So what do you think about Jalen Hurts' performance this weekend?
Well, I mean, that's what family do. You know what I mean? Wonderful performance.
Yes, it was.
You know,
yes, it was.
I mean, I'm going to say this right here. To be a part of the Hurts family, you see someone that you related to and they do great things. You definitely have to be supportive.
Yes, you do. Yes, you
know,
do.
And a fan of that, you know. So we were all excited, you know, for him. Then when you look at just his work ethic, how he's conducted and carried himself, a lot of the adversity that he's been through.
Yes.
In his time collegiately and then as a professional, you're like, man, if anybody just deserves to win. And a lot of times just how he carries himself, man.
Yes.
Just no nonsense and just really about his business, you know.
Very calm.
And he showed up and showed out yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
We all saw it.
Yeah, we did. We all saw it,
Kind of told him about it already, but
You did. Like I said, and he showed up and showed out. He gave that performance that we've been talking about. I think we discussed on previous shows that in order for them to beat Kansas City, they had to bring that Washington game to New Orleans. And they did that.
Okay.
And they did it on really the defense stepped up more this game. And they pretty much shut down Patrick Mahomes and the defense towards the end of the game when they started to drop those long bombs or whatever. But as far as Jalen Hurts, he stayed poised and calm the entire way. He just had that one mistake with the interception. But other than that, he played a perfect game. Like he was able to get the ball out. He was able to run it, get it to his receivers when Saquon, when the Chiefs was kind of shutting him down or for his running the ball. But Jalen Hurts' performance was top tier. Like he kind of put everybody on notice. Like, I'm here. I've been here. But in order for me to really be here, I had to win this game. And he didn't get rattled. The pressure didn't get to him. He stayed calm the entire time. So me as a fan of him, I'm really glad that he got his Super Bowl. And to me, I can see him really doing some more great things in the league. So, but overall, the Eagles' performance, what do you think about that from a fan's aspect as far as just a team performance?
I mean, as far as the team performance, when you look at the defense, number one rated defense in the league, they definitely proved that whenever you have a four-man front, zero blitzes for the whole game. You're getting to the quarterback in the fashion that they were getting to the quarterback. Unbelievable job, dedication, execution by that defensive line. The secondary holding up.
Yeah, they did.
As they should. Also, that special teams, too. You have to take that into account. How many times have you watched the game, special teams, games get tight, people punting the ball, people not catching it, fumbling it, doing all kind of things like that. That daggone punt return guy, I'm talking about, he was making plays all night long. So as far as the team as a collective on those two fronts, the defense, special teams, great job. I definitely had to big up Jalen's performance from the QB spot.
Yes.
You know, when people were watching the Eagles, they said, you know, hey, well, listen, if they didn't have A.J. Brown, they wouldn't be back. If he didn't have Saquon, he wouldn't be back. You played a game in which Saquon, let's just be real.
Yes.
He was shut down.
Listen,
it's not his fault because that defense said, this guy right here won't beat us.
Yes.
People aren't talking about the precision passing, decision making from Jalen, those touch passes, making the right decisions. And then when you add the running aspect to it and how he was getting out there, more yards than Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, he did.
In the Super Bowl.
He did
big
his
as
thing.
the way.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did his thing.
Big as the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did it 100%. Like I say, overall team performance was great. It was a dominant performance. The first 4 quarters, half going into that second half of that fourth quarter where the Eagles started, not the Eagles, but the Chiefs started to make some plays. By that time, the game was out of hand. You know, but again, I did say you had to get the ball to A.J. Brown. And he did that.
You said that. You
He
also
did
said
that.
something else. Say what else you said.
What else I said?
You also said Saquon got to go off.
I said, say it, and you're right. You're right. I
Come
did
on
say
now.
that, but I said the number one thing was that he had to get the ball to his receivers. That's
Did
what
he
I
do that?
said. In order for them to do to win that game, they had to bring that Washington game to
Right.
to New Orleans, and that was getting the ball to AJ Brown. And they went to AJ Brown early. Granted,
Yes.
the first pass was called back, but they went to him early, putting him in the game. Now,
Right.
granted, they was able to shut down Saquon Barkley, but my thing was AJ Brown and Devontae Smith had to be a factor,
Absolutely.
in them winning that game, because if they would have shut down Saquon and you not get your receivers involved, that would allow for KC to stay in the game, and the game could have potentially been tight at the end. So,
Agreed.
so again, AJ Brown had to be a factor in order for them to win that game.
He
Yes, he
definitely
was.
was.
Yes. So
One touchdown?
one
Come
touchdown.
on.
What he had, about 40, almost 50-something yards. Could have more if they wouldn't have called it back. But again,
Right.
he was a factor in them winning that game. So, and that's all I was saying. But other than
Yes.
that,
Agreed. I agree with you.
but what?
No, I agree. Ain't no but. I agree with you.
All
He
right.
did have to be a factor.
He had to
you
be
know,
a factor.
I mean,
yeah.
he's a true number one, and
Yes.
I'm glad that he stepped up and he put the book down and got into
Man, he
the
been
playbook.
reading the book, man.
No, man, I'm on it. Listen, I'm on his helmet behind that.
Why you on
But,
this? Let's talk about it. Why you on this
listen,
about the book?
I didn't like the look.
So, do you think he was kind of showing them
I
up a
feel
little
like
bit?
he was undermining, if you ask me.
I think, yes, I can agree with that. Like I say, because to me, I don't think it was as genuine as he tried to make it after the fact. To me, that's a PR move.
Right.
Let's clean this up, because to me, I think I'm bored. Y'all are not getting me the ball, so I'm bored out here. So
Right.
let me go on the sideline and read my book. Instead of me saying something for y'all to take it out of context,
Right.
let me pull the book up out, because I can spin this right here. I can spin the book. I can
Right.
say, this just to keep me calm on the field. But if I say something wild, I can't spin that. So again, yes, was he undermining Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense and the offensive coordinator and the head? Yes, he was. But again, I think they did a great job of covering that up and getting that interview in that following week, to post before the game on Sunday, so we can kind of spin this look and do what we need to do. So,
And there's nothing wrong with saying something, just as long as we clear and we careful on who we say it to. That's all.
what you mean? Who we say it to?
It's just as long as he know.
Man,
You know who. You say that at down there where the wide receivers at. Don't
bring
come
up,
down
don't
here.
come down here with
Don't pass up the lineman
with the
to come
Super Bowl
see me.
winning quarterback, huh?
No, the MVP.
Yeah, MVP.
Yeah.
Yes, that
As
guy.
long as he don't do that, we good.
We
Ain't
good.
no problem.
And like I say, man, it's over with now.
I think it's water under the bridge
At this point,
I think they good.
winning solves everything.
Man, listen, that's it.
All you gotta do is win.
Number one rule. Just
win.
keep winning.
And everybody, we win and we get paid.
That's it.
And we go home. All right, so let's talk about it. So, do you think the Eagles can repeat and create a dynasty moving forward, based off what they've shown and how they actually destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl over this weekend?
Man, it's very possible.
Yes.
Highly likely.
Yes.
And again, with injuries and you just never know.
You just never know. Yeah,
But with the team that they have assembled right now, they can definitely. The scary part about it is they can improve.
I know.
That's the scary part.
And we talking about, because if you look at the team from the quarterback position, from the running back position, from the receivers position, even the tight end position with Goddard, like, they're elite,
Right.
And we still can get better. Even get better on the offense and get better on the defense. So, like you say, number one defense in the league.
Yes.
Offensive wise, we clicking. So, if they stay healthy and improve in those small little areas, man, it could be dangerous, because you have a nice young team that's still in their prime or haven't even really reached their prime, especially when you're talking about Hurts and Devontae Smith. And even with AJ Brown, you know what I'm saying? We still hadn't really reached our full potential as a core group. And now you add in Saquon going into the second year. It's gonna be scary. So I agree. It can be a dynasty. They can repeat, but again, everybody has to stay healthy and everybody has to keep that same mindset, because going in off season, now it's time to get paid.
Yeah, they got to keep the main thing. The main thing.
So now let's transition to the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. So granted, we know all season long the Chiefs have been skating by. They've been winning close games, controversial calls by the refs. Like, that's been the main focus point on them this season.
Right.
So what do you think about their performance? Was the defense just that good, or was Kansas City exposed in a certain way?
I'm gonna say this: when it comes to Kansas City and playing in the Super Bowl,
Yes.
that defense always steps it up.
Steps
a
it up.
notch.
Yeah, they do.
You look at them. I remember when they played my team, when they played the Niners. That front four is ridiculous, man.
Yep.
Jones is a problem, bro.
He's a true problem.
Yeah. The defense always steps up. The Kansas City Chiefs remind me of the guy, you know, when you were in elementary, junior high, running about the mouth with his partners, you know, about what he gonna do. 10, 15 deep.
Yes.
But then when you catch him by himself, it's a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I'm looking at the Kansas City Chiefs without the refs.
That's it.
You look like, man, did that look like the same team?
No, it didn't, man.
You couldn't cheat. I said it. Check the videos. Courtside. When you in New Orleans, they're not going to allow you to cheat like that, bro.
They not.
You're going to have to play straight up. You're going to have to catch this fade.
And that's what we talked about. We said for the Eagles to beat them, the game couldn't be tight. It had to be a straight out beat. And when you seen that when they got down, like there was no reason. They couldn't come back on no level. They couldn't get no call. And they tried it in the beginning. With the A.J. Brown pass interference, I was like, man, I didn't see more than that in preseason and not get called. To start the game. So I was just like, here we go. I think everybody was like, here we go. But again, they stayed calm and they ran it back.
Yes.
And they got the TD. So now let's talk. So we talked about Mahomes' performance. We talked about how he didn't look his normal self.
Right.
The Eagles front four, they was on him. They sacked him a lot. Like he couldn't get no rhythm inside of the game.
They beat him up, man.
They beat him up. So now, did the Eagles show this is how we play? This is how you play him moving forth? You keep that pressure on him early to where it disrupts him, his flow of the game, his run. Because to me, playing quarterback is like playing basketball. You got to get those first few layups in or free throw in to kind of the first few jumpers got to go in order to get in that rhythm.
Okay.
And they didn't allow him to get in the rhythm with Travis Kelce, you know what I'm saying, the dink and dunks until we can open up some deep down the field. So I think the Eagles defense did a great job of controlling Kelce as far as keeping him in front of them.
Yes.
Not letting him get in those easy 10 to 15 yards passes, which opens everything else, which for one puts Patrick Mahomes in a nice rhythm.
Right.
And then from there, we go from there. So they did a good job not allowing that to happen. So what I say, I think for the Chiefs, I think it could be over with. I think this is it.
Whoa.
But only because you've been seeing it ever since they lost their offensive coordinator.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You've been starting to see the decline in the offensive production. You've been seeing them start to get exposed on certain levels. And even throughout this whole year, granted, they were number one seed in the AFC. It wasn't the same dominant performance. They won off heart throughout the year. It wasn't like we're the most talented team now. Okay. We have the most talented playmakers. We have the most talented coaches. We're winning based off heart and what we've done throughout the years. Like we're hanging our hat on what we did in the previous years.
Okay.
And I think all that caught up with them now in the Super Bowl. Like you got to come out here and win. So I think moving forward, will they make the playoffs? Yes. Will they win more Super Bowls? It's going to be tough, my brother. It's going to be very, very tough.
So I want to ask you.
What's that?
If we say they need improvement, where exactly again do they need to improve?
To me, I think in the tight end position, I think Travis Kelce, I think he's done. I think it's over with for him. I think the Taylor Swift, I think his mindset is on Hollywood now. It's over, bro. It's over. He's not ever since he's got with Taylor Swift. What I've seen is his focus hadn't been on the game of football. It's been on the acting, hosting the shows he been coming out. I think his mindset is on after football, the podcast. Him and his brother just signed a $100 million deal with Amazon. So I think his focus is after the game. And I think it's affecting his play on the field. But again, that's who you're around now. You're around Taylor Swift, who is a businesswoman, and she's helping you, putting you in positions who's placing you, who's setting you up for after football. So I think his focus is there. I'm not saying anything bad about her doing that or him helping him with those positions, but I think as far as his football career and his mindset on football is over with. Because you think about it, man, he was non-existent, and he's been really non-existent throughout the whole season. So I think does he play next year? I think he does, but I think he needs to retire. I think
the
Travis Kelce we have grown to know him. It's over with, man. I'm just gonna say it, man.
Say it.
He don't like before Taylor and before what he started doing. Now he don't even look and dress the same anymore.
What do they gotta do?
It's you used to represent a little bit the culture a little bit.
What culture, brother?
You used to try to be down.
Down with what?
With us, what man? The music, the beard, the low cut, like the clothes you wore, the hair, everything has changed now. So I think
what's changed?
That was part of his
Is it
identity.
him?
I think what the persona he was presenting at first, that was part of his game. That made him rough and ragged on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with it. Like I think he was invited to the cookout as we would say.
Okay.
And I think all that has changed from his image to his play on the field. All that goes a lot into it. When you change who you are off the field, that affects your game on the field as well. Because who you've been portraying all these years, maybe that really wasn't you.
So you saying we are now meeting the real?
Yes,
Mr.
we're meeting the real Mr. Kelsey. We're meeting the real Mr. Kelsey.
That's an interesting take, bro.
This is the real him. I think he took on that persona in college and I think that allowed him to, once he was accepted, once he was brought in, hey, you can come to the cookout. Hey, we love Travis Kelsey, the beard, all this stuff. Once that started to go away and started to fade, and he started to transition to the real him.
Oh, he been faking.
It affected his game on the field.
So you saying you feel like the man been
faking the whole time?
Dang, that's tough.
Because there's no way you switch it up like that. You don't switch it up like that. He's
maturing. He's older, man. He ain't got time.
I'm not saying maturing as far as, because he never really did any antics.
That's what I'm saying.
He never did on that. His style, like how he walk, how he talk, all that stuff has started to change. Yeah, and it's affected his play on the field.
The man is just getting more polished, bro.
Hey, man,
You're professional,
and his game is unpolished. It's not the same Travis Kelsey, man. And I think what he has come into these last few years has affected his play on the field.
Okay,
because his mind is not focused on the game of football anymore. That's just where I'm at with it, man.
Yeah, I'm going to take your word on it, man. I'm not going to touch it, man.
So do you think Travis Kelsey should retire, or do you think he still have a good
I think he's still good.
You think he's still good?
Oh, for sure.
Why you say that?
I look at it like this right here. Yes. If a player was no good, the team I root for, I wouldn't want him on it. So
what do you think the issue has been with him then, as far as not producing like
I think we all know.
What's that?
And we all saw.
What's that?
You know what the problem was with Kansas City, and I ain't gonna put it on Kelsey.
What it is?
It's old Pat, man. The Pat man.
You think Pat don't want to give him the ball no more?
Man, listen.
I'm saying that's his go-to.
Let me tell you something. He have to explain. Hey, man, how you keep getting sacked when just 4 people rushing? Hey, man, why them the same way y'all would have did Jalen?
Yeah.
Why you ain't coming off them reads quick enough, man?
But
your preparation ain't looking right today. You look like
if he had to come off a quick read, who would he throw it to?
That's for him to figure out.
He would throw it to Travis.
Well, why Travis? What's the reason?
Because he's not getting open.
Man, ain't nobody got open.
Travis used to be wide open. I don't, like I say.
Look, man. Now you asked me. I'm not gonna keep. It's Pat, man.
It's Pat.
You the quarterback. You get the majority of the blame, bro. That's how I go. All that, trying to ease around. Yeah. Who's at fault here? Man, what you doing?
Man,
other than getting beat up all game.
But again, that go into the play calling too, though. But again, they never
it's always somebody else.
But I'm saying I'm not taking anything away from Patrick Mahomes' performance for him not playing up to par. But when we look at Travis Kelsey, they never really just ran plays for him. He always found the soft spot.
If Patrick Mahomes would have won this Super Bowl, y'all would have been talking about he's the second greatest quarterback of all time. Now would have been, exactly. But now don't nobody know, man. Who fault is it, man? It might be Travis Kelsey. It might be the offensive coordinator. Man, it's the quarterback. I've been saying
Travis ain't playing like we grown accustomed to.
Ain't playing. He the one.
He's
bro.
not playing either. But again,
he the one.
He could be.
Yeah, the Drake effect, man.
And that's why I say
it's over.
Super Bowl. And that's why I say it's over with. That's why I say that the dynasty is over. Like it's over because now
It's the Drake effect, man.
you have to start looking at ways to improve the team, and now we need to start maybe getting a little bit younger in some of those pieces that we've had here all these years. So now those conversations must be had because to me Kelsey was non-existent whatsoever in this Super Bowl game.
So if Pat Mahomes don't have a track star on the team, is he still the same player?
No, he's not.
Come on, man, look at him.
No,
You've
he's
seen
not.
it.
We've seen it. Like I say, and I know
I got to get on his
the
helmet. I'm
comparison
fired up right now.
to Tom Brady that goes out doing it because Brady won whoever was on the field. You know what I'm saying? You do your job. You do your job, and I get you the ball. And Tom Brady he did a great job of getting people the ball just like Breeze did in New Orleans. No matter who
I'm gonna get you open.
Yeah, no matter who the receiver was,
I'm gonna get you open.
In New England and New Orleans, Tom Brady and Drew Brees got you the ball because
now all of a sudden with Pat, the offensive coordinator, it's him. You can't throw him open because they ain't keeping up with him.
You're right.
What are you doing, man?
And that's why I say
he's the one who think he the big celeb and whatnot, man, and it's gone to his head. But he needed this lesson because see, he should have lost. He should have lost the last one.
The last one to who? Man, let that go, man.
Man, I ain't letting it go.
Man, let that go.
You seen it yesterday. We ain't letting it go.
Man, let it go, man. Let it go,
Yeah.
man.
Keep the main thing.
It's over with, man. Just like it's y'all done too, man. But
what's the
we talk about
the next?
All right, man. We're gonna transition to the NBA, man. We talked about the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
Kudos to Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles for winning the Super Bowl, man. Y'all keep it going. Granted, I'm not a fan of you guys no more because hey, the season's over with, and it back to my New Orleans Saints, man.
That's it.
Hey, man, but I had to root for the NFC.
Come on,
all right,
man.
so let's get into the NBA. So we've had these trades and all this good stuff going on. In recent days, we've had the Lakers, Mark Williams and Dalton Connect trade has been rescinded. Right, the physical came back and the Lakers found some stuff that they didn't like. Now, with that being said, how do these players go back to their teams and their teams welcome them with open arms? Is it going to be awkward? Is it going to be, hey, let me do my time so I get up out of here, or is it business as usual?
Well, I think with LA, it ain't gonna be no problem, because everybody knows, the old adage, hey man, if you pick up a snake, if it bites you, ain't no sense in. Why did he bite? That's just what he do.
So who the snake?
Well, like you could say, LeGM.
Man, Brian
I call him Captain Jack Sparrow.
Brian ain't had nothing to do with that man getting out of there, man.
He always
they needed a big man. And which at the same point in time, I don't think they needed a big man because you got you have bigs on the bench already, right, man. So I'm not understanding that move. I never really heard of Mark Williams. I don't know too much about him, but from what I've been reading after the fact, they saying he's legit. And I looked up his numbers, pretty good numbers. But I like Dalton Connect. I like his game. He stretched the floor. Like he can shoot it. He can penetrate. He can assist. So to me, I like him coming back to the Lakers because the Lakers have been clicking. And like I said, I think they're on a 5-game winning streak. Right. They've been doing their thing. So it just makes me think even more like maybe Bron had a hand in the AD, man.
Maybe.
Because Bron been showing out,
maybe.
Man, is I'm looking at it like, come on, man. Like how, like all of a sudden everything is clicking now. Like y'all on a 5-game winning streak. Reeves had 40 points the Saturday or whatever.
Hey, you better play.
But it's like they're playing now. Like like the ball flow is good. It's moving around. The rebounding, the assist. Bron is playing like the young LeBron. It's like it's different. It's not like they playing like, man, we just lost our best player. It's like, man, let's get out here and get it now. They're playing like we can really play now. We can really do what we've been wanting to do on the court. And the flow of the game it's been nice, man. Like they blew out the Pacers the other night, and Bron didn't even play. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, maybe he did have a hand. I have a hand in that.
Maybe,
but I don't know, man. Hey, man, I'm just a fan watching, man.
Right.
Lakers in 5, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Lakers in 5, man. We're talking about the Lakers are now 3rd or 4th in the East right now. So like I say, they're right there in the mix for that number 1 seed. So when LeBron come back, Luka come back to supposed to be like in the next couple of days or whatever. We'll see how it go, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
We're gonna see how it go, man. So let's talk about AD, man. AD made his debut over the weekend. In 3 quarters, he put up 26 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists. So, do you think that was just a fired up game, or do you think him playing at the 4, this is what he can do?
That's just AD, man.
That's AD.
Consistent, right?
Consistent at putting up points, and what else?
I think he's a good role player, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you can just put him in a position where he could be a good great role player.
Yeah.
You'll see something on the offensive and defensive end, you know, not putting too much, just some people, you can't put all that pressure on them, and he want them.
You're right. And you can't put too much pressure on him because, like I say, as far as him leading the team, taking over the games, I think he needs somebody else there with him. It kind of reminds me of KD, but hey, we're not going to talk about that. But within those first 3 quarters, he put up those 26 points, but he ended up getting hurt, and now he's out indefinitely.
Right.
So, and do you think he came back too early trying to prove this was a good trade, or he's there for the city, because he reactivated what he was already out for, and he did that the first game back. So I felt like maybe he should have waited or sat down a little bit before he came back. Granted, you put up 26 points, but now you out for multiple weeks. So and there's no telling when you might come back. So as a fan of the game, it's funny, but it's not funny because this has been a history of AD. You know, when he's on the court, he's gonna dominate. But again, the injuries is what takes effect, and that could have been a major reason why LA decided to pull the trigger on the trade, because he's not always healthy.
Right.
So that's how I feel about AD. But I hope he wish him well and he come back strong and they make a strong push in the playoffs. But other than that, man, my Lakers, man, we looking real good, man.
Yeah, man.
Looking real good.
Keep it going.
All right, let's talk about Butler. So Butler made his debut with the Golden State Warriors, man.
Didn't he?
So
he did.
Man, he came out there. He had 25 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. I think y'all got the win. So, do you think Butler is a good fit for Golden State, or do you think it's gonna fizzle out?
Well, you know, in the previous podcast, I wasn't a fan of Butler because of the outside antics. You know, the stuff he be doing to try to get more publicity with the hair and the, different outfits, and saying things that, to me, I just, not consistent with, okay, hey, yo, play a basketball. You just a little weird.
Weird, yeah.
So I like what he did coming to the Warriors as far as how he presented himself. He always been that alpha.
Yes, that outspoken person.
He's actually shown that he can carry a team to the finals on his back consistently by himself. He has a mid-range game where, as far as he can create his own shot, which is something that we were lacking. And he's a defensive stopper. Right now he's not totally in shape, but once he gets all the way back, I think he's a good fit with Dre, because you need a counterbalance. Yeah. You need somebody who's going to, when you want to agitate and bark, he going to bark back. To kind of level the play. Listen, ain't no more pools up in here. Yeah, you won't be doing that.
So I was about to ask you about that. So do you think Draymond is going to challenge him?
Listen, that's fine. Listen, he for it.
He with it.
This not KD.
Yeah,
he don't have. Listen, ain't nobody to tell. Listen. When something happen, I'm the one they come get. That's Butler. It's cool.
It's cool.
But they gonna have to do that, and then stand out. This I don't think is. This isn't a battle that Dre want to fight right now. Yes. He need to be cool.
Now, I'm going to ask you this, though, man. Do you think Butler is Draymond's replacement? Because I've been reading and seeing to what they're saying that Curry has kind of grown tired of Draymond as far as the antics, the stuff he's been doing. I think over the years, and now since Curry is on the tail end of his career, it's all about winning now. So I'm looking at it as, hey, this is your replacement. Because if you think about the intensity, the feistiness, to go back and forth, that person that would do the dirty work, Butler can do that as well, and he's been doing it throughout his career. The only thing is this: he can actually score the ball, other than Draymond Green. So I'm looking at it. Hey, brother, I think after this season they move on for Draymond Green. They trade him off, because to me Butler can do the same thing you're doing, but score the ball.
Well, I mean, Dre is still a great defender.
Yes.
To a degree. He can't play the fives like he used to.
He can't.
Not consistently, but anywhere, 4s on down. Other than point guard, he pretty much good from the 2 to 4 spot. I'm gonna say this right here. It don't have to be your replacement. Like if you just be cool.
Be cool, yeah. I don't.
And let's see.
Be cool.
Let's play it all the way out. But if you just can't, you can know one thing: you won't be traded to the Lakers. If you play with us like this, well, we got to trade you.
Yeah,
we didn't went through KD. We didn't went through Poole.
Yep.
We didn't went through Clay.
Ooh,
bro.
Yeah,
you'll be in Minnesota.
Because my thing is this: those 3 players you just named could still be there. That's the crazy part about it. They could still be there, and y'all can really be still at the top of the West, top of the league. Like honestly, because you had a young Poole to where like he was a young Steph. And to me, a better young Steph, because like you come up on a 2-way shooter, so there wasn't no learning curve for me. You watching 2 of the greatest shooters in the NBA right now work, and you working right along with them. So you was just a copycat of them, right? And again, that's why I go back to say I think Draymond had a problem with Poole because of you was getting pushed to that 4th option. You wasn't part of the big 3 anymore. Like they were saying Steph, Clay, and Poole, then Draymond. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like his positioning was being challenged. That's why you had a problem with Jordan Poole. Granted, do they talk noise? Yeah, that happens. But as far as to go out and punch this man, you got a personal issue with this man, and it has nothing to do with on the court when y'all practicing. What it is, man. Your positioning.
Listen, not only was he, a good player, man. When you're a young playboy out there, you understand
when you're
me.
A young P, huh?
When you're a young P out there, man. Know he hating off the rip.
Yeah.
I will say this: I feel like Dre will be able to take that more from Butler than he would from Poole.
Why is that?
Just as far as the back and forth, because of your resume, your tenure in the league.
Yeah.
When I got Poole, who's a fairly new guy in the league, who's looking to be my replacement and telling me about myself, and I done built the foundation of this.
I got a problem with this,
bro. I got tenure around here. You don't talk to me like that.
But again, but your tenure is built off Clay and Steph. And to me, honestly, I really feel like y'all should have been moved on from Draymond Green.
It's Steph, bro.
Huh?
It's Steph. Steph the reason why.
You think Steph wanted to keep him? But I think he's starting to rethink that now, because it's like, man, we getting older. We can't keep going through these ins and outs and losing like this and getting bounced out in the first or second round. Like, I got a few more good years left in me, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like moving forward, I think Steph gonna pull a legit move, man, and man, y'all need to get him about. I think the Butler was because if you get rid of Draymond, Butler can fill that role.
I think this is management giving Steph an opportunity to see it.
Yeah,
because he's never seen it.
Yeah.
Let me give you another guy. See, you think this the only bodyguard out there?
Yeah.
Let me get you somebody else.
Let me get you somebody who can bodyguard and score and get you 20 and 25 points.
Now you still want to deal with this man hooting and hollering? Because I can guarantee you won't do this on another team.
No, you won't. And not to mention, KD said, I don't want to come back. It's not time yet. It's not time because you still got
rid of him.
Yes, that's what that was. I would come back in the offseason if y'all get rid of Draymond.
They say he would have stayed
if he wasn't there.
Draymond,
yes, but loyalty to Draymond really messed up y'all dynasty, because
Clay said, "I'm out. I can't do it.
I can't do it no more." Because for Kevin Durant to say it's not. He didn't say I didn't want to come back. He said it's not time. The time is not right. And what I got out of that is, man, y'all still got this fool over here.
Right.
I'd rather stay in Phoenix and lose than to come play over here with somebody that's from one is past their prime, still thinking this is 2015, 2016.
Right.
It's over with for you, my brother. They gave you that money, hopefully to say they would keep you quiet. In a sense, it has. But again, a leopard gonna always show his spots, man. And he been showing he gonna show his spots. So for KD say I don't want to come back. Yeah, and if KD come back, y'all put right back in contention.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Instant. So again, man, it's to me, I feel like Draymond has always been the issue in these last few years, man. Even when Cleveland came back and won that championship, it started to show then. It started to show then. So we'll see what happens this offseason, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we had some more trades in the league. We had the Zach LaVine trade. We had the De'Aaron Fox trade. Both of those guys, Zach LaVine has been averaging 19 points with the Kings. De'Aaron Fox has been averaging 18 points with the Spurs. Granted, the numbers are a little bit down, but they only played a few games. To me, I think those two trades, the adjustments has been pretty good for the most part. I think De'Aaron Fox, he wanted to be in San Antonio, but I think it allowed him to exert himself as a true leader. So I think he's stepping in and he's really giving them what they need as far as from that point guard position or that two guard position, that scoring on the perimeter. Because granted, you had Chris Paul. He not the same Chris Paul anymore. And I think Zach LaVine is a great fit with Sacramento. So and they both are happy about the trade. So they're able to do those things. So I think overall the trades have been good throughout the league as far as the star players.
Yeah.
Only thing we have to see is Luka, how he does with his first game with LA. And again, even with that, I still think it's going to disrupt the offense a little bit. I hope it don't,
right?
Because the flow of the LA game has been really, really good right now. I just think Luka coming in is going to maybe disrupt it a few games until he understands that I can't get out here and get 30 no more.
Excuse me?
He's not going to be able to score 30 points every night.
Who?
Luka. Not to say that he can't. He's going to have to tailor that back a little bit.
No.
He's going to have to.
No, it's going to be a problem.
But
it's going to be a problem.
This is what I'm saying. If Luka gets out there and take all those shots and try to go for 30 every night, it's going to take away from Reeves. It's going to take away from Hachimura. It's going to take away from all those role players that's Vincent, Gabe Vincent, all those players that's been playing really good right now. That's going to take away from them. It's going to take away from their rhythm. So I feel like Luka should stay in that 20-point range.
No.
He should stay in 20 points. He should focus on assists and facilitating.
Excuse
me?
And
get 20 points. And let LeBron
what?
LeBron get his 20 to 25 like he's been doing.
No, brother.
Like my thing is this. In order for them to win the championship, Luka and LeBron can't be the only one scoring. Like you need Reeves, you need Rui, you need Gabe Vincent, you need Dalton Connect since he's back. You need all those players to be able to step up and hit those 3-pointers like they've been doing. If you take their shots away, it's going to mess up in the playoffs.
Their shots?
Yes. If you look at the way the Lakers have been playing,
no more shots when this man step on the court,
and
man.
That's why I say
talking about?
It's going to disrupt the offense.
What offense? I'm the offense. Y'all brought me here for the offense.
I brought you here to
y'all working. Listen, y'all under new management. Okay, LeBron, you're getting what you wanted. You wanted a 1 so you could play the 2. That's exactly what he will do.
And that's so
you'll do. Listen, I'll defer to you. Okay, you don't defer to me. I won't be distributing anything.
He's gonna have to distribute the ball, man.
No,
in order for the Lakers to go make a deep playoff run.
Doncic, you said it. Your words.
The Lakers got him to be the face of the franchise after LeBron.
What did he do in Dallas?
He got buckets. He got buckets, but again, you got to the finals.
I shared him with Kyrie, didn't I?
But when you got to the finals, what happened? You ran against a team that shares the ball, that their role players scored the ball, that the ball movement
y'all
is good.
Didn't give me the ball more is enough, is what he said,
and that's why they didn't win, because he felt like, hey, I didn't. You need to be the ball can be in your hand, but you got to be able to distribute that thing around, and then get Luka can get
distribute it into who?
Luka needs to take a page out of LeBron as far as getting everybody involved early, and you pick yours up at the end when it's needed. But it needs to transcend.
I need to get hot, man. Give me that ball.
He don't need it early because he can always get it.
And look around and shoot
and fire it off.
Yeah,
and that's
what I do.
He's not gonna win it like that.
What you mean?
He not gonna win a chip like that.
My team. Man, what you talking about? I'm not gonna win.
That's the LeBron team, man.
That's what.
All I'm saying is
this. It ain't.
Luka do not need to take all of those ill-advised 3-point, and then he'll
never let a man take a beer out of his hand again. I can guarantee you. It'll be some furniture moving around there. He'll never.
All I'm saying is that he needs to step up and distribute that ball early in the game, get hit assists, and then you start looking for your points after everybody else gets involved.
And who tell him to do that?
Man, LeBron gonna tell him.
Who LeBron supposed to be?
Man, what you mean? That's King James. King James. Man, LeBron's still the face of the league, man. I don't care how you try to spin it.
Man, he ain't the international face of the league.
Man,
Lucas say I'm the face of the league.
And he's the face
you brought me here, right?
The Euro League or whatever he played it before he got over here. LeBron is still the face of the league, man. Bron is going to teach you how to, for one, take care of your body. Take care of your body. Stay injury free.
Did this man agree to this? That yes, I want to be taught by LeBron.
Yeah, he did. He said he idolized LeBron.
The man didn't even know he was traded. Said, "What is this?"
And now
he was having a cold one, man.
I know, and that's why he got traded, having that cold one.
Spit that beer out. I said, "Man, what?"
Instead of being on his fitness and his good eating, you are having a Guinness,
man, and a burger. What's the
then you drinking Guinness, man. That beer is dark, man.
Come on, man.
That beer gonna hold you down, man. But
what
again,
we talking about?
That's why we got you in LA, so you drink some wine, so you can relax, man. Drink some wine, something that's good for you. Get in this gym.
That man ready to hit the pub, man.
That man been out since Christmas.
Some burgers and fries.
That man been hurt since Christmas.
Yeah.
You too young. You 25 years old and you been out too much.
Right.
No, all right. You gonna be exactly where you had traded again. But he can't get out there and do that like he's been doing, man. You got to distribute that thing, and Bron gonna show him the way, man. Bron is gonna show him the way, man. He gonna show him the way, bro.
Like he showed AD?
Yeah, man. Got you a chip. Got you a chip, man.
Like he showed Kyrie?
Got you a chip. I showed you how to win.
A chip, huh?
Got you a chip, man. I showed you how to win.
You go down, bro. For real.
All right, man. Let's keep rolling, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Allen Iverson, man. So we know, and we touched on him in previous shows about his impact on the league, things he were able to do. But from your opinion, what was so special about him that he was able to do those things outside the game of basketball?
Well, I mean, he was just tapped into the culture at that time.
Yeah, he was. He was.
I would say that portion, along with his play, and it resembled street ball so much. And then he had everything going. He had the look. Mm-hmm. He had the lingo, and it was authentic. It wasn't anything that was, he
wasn't Travis Kelce.
That's you saying that. I'm not. I don't,
go ahead, man.
I don't know the man like that. I'm not finna keep going on Kelce, but there was just something relatable to him and that era at that point in time. Man, they really just gravitated to him, and he was a fierce competitor, and being that small.
Yeah, that's small.
Doing what he was doing, was kind of. Man, that's extraordinary, man.
And I'm with you on that, man. Like I said, to me, I think what made him special was his competitiveness, but I think he had heart. Mm-hmm. I think his willingness to get in there and mix it up with those giants. And not only that, but like he held his own on the court. Right. Like he was able to bring the street ball into the NBA. They had to make a rule for the crossover because he was getting everybody. I think that impact, that excitement was missing from the league at the time because you hadn't seen a player like him in the league in a long time. Someone like a one-on-one player like that. Granted, you had Michael Jordan at the time with one-on-one. You had those, but you had a one-on-one player who can get out there and do what they did on the playground in the NBA.
In the video game.
In the video games. And he was doing it against the best defenders in the league. Deadly. So I'm saying from the crossover, to getting in the lane, and once he developed that mid-range jumper, it was over with. So I think his heart he had, the size he had, it related to those people who play street ball, who's not in the league. And they say, hey, you know what? Granted, we not in the league and we can't play like that in the league, but when we get out here on the court at the rec, at the Y, we're gonna do what AI did. We're gonna hit him with the crossover, right? We're gonna show that competitiveness, that fireness that he had. To me, that what made him special in the league. And he was respected throughout the league. Right. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, this is somebody who's pretending to be something he's not. What he did on the court, how he acted on the court is what he did off the court. And I think people respected him for that. So I'm actually, what was your most favorite moment from AI throughout his career as far as on the court?
Man, moment, I would say to me when he went up against the Lakers in the finals, even though he got the L. Yeah. Just how hard he was trying, man. With what he had. And like you knew, like, man, you probably ain't gonna win this one. But he went out there and gave it everything. Yeah. He went out there and gave it everything he got. And I'm just like, you really put that team on your back. It ain't no denying that. It ain't, okay, who did we do this with? Like, for the most part, this man put the team on his back and carried him there.
And carried him, yes. And I'm with you, man. So I would say my most favorite moment is when he hit that step back on Ty Lue and stepped over him.
Yeah, okay.
That was iconic because now you still see that to this day. You see it in the NFL when they make catches. Matter of fact, I was at my son's game this weekend, and somebody on his team made a catch on somebody, and they both got up, and he stepped over him. So to me,
squabbling.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was over almost 20-some years ago when he did that, and that's still been done to this day. So I think his impact has been huge on the culture. But as far as that step over, it was iconic. That was epic. Like, you hadn't really seen anything like that. To me, that was like somebody getting dunked on. That was the impact that he done. Like, I'm going to dunk on you, and I'm going to look at you, I'm going to stare at you. Granted, I'm going to hit a jump on you, you fall, and I step over you. Like, to me, that's like the ultimate disrespect. When we talk about
you never seen it before.
You never seen it before. So now, like I say, and you still see it to this day. And I'm gonna even say, even with his shoes had the impact of like a Jordan during that time. It's like you had to go get the AIs. Like when they was coming out, like people were going to get them. I had a few pair growing up, so I think he was able to tap into that. I just think if he'd have won a chip or a couple chips,
it's been solidified.
Yeah, he would have been solidified as one of those great players, man. We're still a great player, but one of those at the top Mount Rushmore type of players. Okay. But he just never had the team, man. Man, let's get into Kobe real quick, man. So let's talk about what made Kobe so special. Because granted, he wasn't a highly coming out of high school. He wasn't like a highly recruited player as far as being drafted. He pretty much had to make his way in the league, and he had to create an opportunity for him. It wasn't just given to him. And to me, I think what made him special was his work ethic. Like I say, he was an athlete, but he wasn't a super athlete. You know what I'm saying? He trained to get to where he was. He worked hard. Right. Like nothing was handed to him. Granted, he came off the bench the first couple of years. You know, he played behind Eddie George or whatever. So I think Kobe, I think his work ethic, I think that Mamba mentality, I think that was him all day because he had to be that way. Like it wasn't nothing to, I need to create something that I'm not. I think it turned him into that. When I got in the league and I'm not playing, I have to really get in the gym and work. And to me, what made him special to me was his work ethic. The way he was able to do things off the court to get ready for on the court. So
I could agree with that too, because I remember when he first played for the Lakers as a rookie and watching him. And man, that first year, that jumper was broke.
Yeah, it was broke.
It was good and broke. Like he could dunk.
Yeah.
But that jumper was terrible.
Yes.
And to say that, looking at the progression from where he started and to where he ended up at, you know, that's why some players, man, when I see like a Ben Simmons or something like that,
it's no excuse. You ain't been working. But again,
ain't no way.
Nah, because I watched a documentary on Ben Simmons. Man, it was crazy, man, because his brother said, and they say this in the documentary, he said it's gonna be tough to see how he handled the league when stuff don't start to go his way. Because he said pretty much, because he's the youngest, his brother pretty much said everything's been handed to him pretty much his whole life when it came to sports. And though he's the baby, everybody's going to cater to him because he's the talent.
Pretty big baby.
Yes, but the brother said it's going to be tough to see how when he gets to the league and how he handles when things doesn't go his way. And what we've seen is he hadn't been able to handle it in the way that he should. So I don't think the work ethic was there like a Kobe.
No, it wasn't,
because he was projected to be the one of the next one
like
of the
Magic.
Yes, but like that hadn't panned out. I think the Philly situation after that went left with him as well, man. But back on Kobe, man, I think my most special moment I've seen from Kobe, man, I think that series when they played Portland and they had Ruben Patterson and they was calling him the Kobe Stopper. And Kobe came out there and hit that fadeaway three to win the game when it was down. I think to me that series against Portland kind of helped solidify Kobe as one of the greats, because you was saying somebody was out there stopping him, and instead of him talking in the media, he went out there and showed it on the court. And after that series, that catapulted him and the Lakers to winning those championships. So to me, that was my best one. What would you say was yours?
I'll say most memorable. It wasn't my best one. It was when they played sack and the lob to Kobe. You know, not Kobe, excuse me, but Shaq. I was like, man, come on, bro. Like, this is already getting crazy. Like, I want Sacramento to win.
Yeah.
This dude come down there, man. That lob and Shaq, I was just like,
and that's it. But like I say,
did us in.
That put Kobe that kind of helped him transition past Shaq in a sense. That's when the Lakers started to say, hey, you know what, this is Kobe team.
We can run offense through him.
Yeah, we can run through him, and Shaq didn't like it, so Shaq felt like it's time for me to move on. But like I say, to me, during those couple of years or whatever, that took Kobe to the next level. Then when he cut that fur off, man, it was over after that.
Yeah,
it was over after that, man. But hey, man, guess what, man?
It's that time,
brother. It's that time, man.
Come on,
man. You know, like I said, all good things must come to an end.
Yes, they do.
And that's the end for us. All right, guys, you have been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. I've been chilling with my co-host, the Bay to LA. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. See you guys on the next one.